What's going on, everybody? My name is Brendan, and on this channel we talk all things endurance sports. This video is going to be all focused on what I carry in my swim bag. That's right, we're going to take a deep dive into what a beginner triathlete may want to consider picking up for their first season of triathlon swimming. I used to be completely against all swimming pool toys. I thought they were a waste of money that could be better spent buying sick aero wheels or better helmets, better sunglasses, all that type of stuff. However, over the last few months, I've kind of realized these are very important and definitely worth picking up ahead of time so that you're better prepared in your swimming. They do help with form, drills, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into what you should buy and what you should just leave up to the pool to provide you, because most pools will have a chest of pool toys that you can pick and choose from, but there's a few that I would recommend buying yourself. First off, we're talking about the swim fins. Yes, these swim fins are a lifesaver. Now, when you're doing drills, they can take a while sometimes, especially if you're doing like a catch-up drill. So a catch-up drill is where you extend and then you reach up with your other hand, touch hands, and then go to the next stroke. Having the fins really allows your propulsion to be nice and steady and makes it so you're not going down the length of the pool in like 5 minutes. They're a lifesaver. So first off, I would buy some swim fins. Some pools do provide these, but if you're like myself, you may be a little bit of a germaphobe and may not want someone's warts on your feet. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, maybe you're into that type of stuff, and if you are, all the power to you. On to item number 2. Now, I would suggest not buying this for yourself because most races do provide swim caps, and I've hoarded the swim caps over the years from all the different races, and I haven't bought a swim cap myself. However, if you want to get used to wearing a swim cap and you haven't done your first race yet, go pick one up. They're probably $10, I'd say. They're not very expensive. You don't need a very sleek one. But like I said, you're going to get so many as you continue on in the sport of triathlon. They're just giving them away at every single race you go to. And that is still, that was still extremely wet. That's quite nasty. 3 on our list, I'm just picking these out random. So this is no particular order. I'm just picking them out of my bag. Are some swim goggles. I use the Magic 5 goggles. I'll open up the case here for you. And I did a video on these the other day. These are 3D custom printed goggles. Now, you don't need to spend as much on your first pair of goggles. These are $63 US for this pair. But they're amazing, but you do need a pair of goggles because chlorine and water and your eyes, it's not a good mix at all. And because I'm a little bit of a wimp, I also carry earplugs. Earplugs are essential to me. Since I was a young lad in Halifax, Nova Scotia, I've been prone to ear infections. And having that extra fluid in there, that alien substance interacting with my inside of my ears, tends to be a bad recipe for my body. So I like to carry these earplugs wherever I go. If I lose a pair, I go rate and buy another pair before my next swim. That's how important they are to me. Next up on our list is this band. This band is for a snorkel band pull drill. And what that really helps you do is focus on your stroke. You have the snorkel so you're not having to turn side to side to breathe. You have the pull buoy so it's lifting your body up a little bit. But having the pull buoy lift your body up, you don't necessarily want to kick because that's kind of putting your body in an odd position. You want to make sure you're just focusing on staying straight, having your core engaged. And it does help with that for sure because your legs are sinking when they're tied up in this strap. This looks like it could be used for like dominatrix type of stuff, but really it's just a nice cool pool toy. And last but not least in our pool bag is the beloved snorkel. Now, I think I have seen these at pools before, but just like the wart-infested fins that they may have, I don't think I'd want to put my mouth on someone else's snorkel. That's kind of like making out with 1,000 people, and well, I'm just not handsome enough to do that, so I don't feel right. So I use this for a lot of my drills. I use it for kick sets. When I'm holding on to the kickboard, I don't have to lift my head and crank my neck in all weird positions. That's okay. So we use this snorkel to keep our head in a nice straight position. These are really weird to get used to, I must say. It took me a couple of weeks, but after those couple of weeks, it's so enjoyable. Every now and then you will get a little bit of water in there, but with this Finis snorkel, I can just shoot it right out. And it's no big deal at all. I've never had a problem with getting most of my water in my mouth. It's a nice little toy. So that's all I have in my swim bag for myself. But you probably picked up on that I do the snorkel band pull drill. And that last pull is signifying a pull buoy. And I do not have one for myself. And the reason being is most pools will supply these. So I see no reason to go out and buy one, spend an extra $20 to $25. I've gotten one in the past for Christmas or something, and it just got stolen because it looked like every other one at the pool. So it's easy to mistake that, and that's fine. Another thing I'd recommend using at the pool's discretion is the hand paddles. These things really shouldn't be used for beginner triathletes in my opinion anyway, because you do need to make sure that your stroke is perfectly proper or you could really risk getting injured. Because essentially what these fins do is you stroke down in the water and unless your hand's completely flat and in the right position, it'll throw your shoulder out of whack and it could be a recipe for freaking disaster if you do it improperly. So just to wrap it up a little bit, quick, fast, and furious. In my pool bag for myself, I own a snorkel, a pair of fins, a ankle band, a pair of goggles, and a couple of swim caps that I got over the last few years that I picked up at races. And I also have a couple sets of earplugs so I don't get those nasty infections. What I don't buy for myself, but I do use at the pool, is a pool buoy and some hand paddles. But like I said, do not use the hand paddles if you are a beginner. Okay, folks, that is all for tonight. I gotta get to sleep. I have to work tomorrow. I know it's Sunday, but it's just the way of the road sometimes. And when duty calls, you have to get in there. So I will catch you guys on the next one. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It would mean a whole lot. I hope you're out there seeking discomfort and you best be smiling. See you tomorrow.